everyone and welcome back to my channel. So this is going to be my May favourites. So I'm going to get into this video really quickly because I've got a real mixed bag this month. I've been liking a lot of different things, and some bits are actually for the kids and their favourites because I've just noticed like a couple of things with each of them that they are just basically obsessed with. And then I've got like beauty, clothing items, and then foodie bits, and then some other like entertainment related bits that I've been loving as well. So I'm going to get right into it. So I think I'm going to start off with clothing this time around, and the first thing that I have absolutely been loving is this hat, and it is like a fedora hat I think it is, and this one's from Warehouse. I did buy it last year and I think I bought it via ASOS, so if I can find something similar then I will link it below. It's probably not going to hit on my head very well because of the hairstyle that I'm wearing. It's going to look a bit ridiculous, but I have been loving wearing this with like summer dresses and stuff. It also protects my face from the sun, which is never a bad thing because obviously I'm 30 now and I really want to be taking care of my skin as I'm starting to get older. So I've absolutely been loving this, and every time I wear it I always get compliments as well. So this hat is definitely my #1 fave for the month of May and probably for the rest of the summer as well. My next faves are these sliders from Primark. They're like a nudie blush pink shade and I have been wearing them non-stop. They are super comfortable. They are wearing quite quickly, but they were only £6, so I can't really complain. But I just love the way they look with all my outfits. They're really easy to wear, and yeah, they are just #1 on my feet at the moment. And then my final clothing favourite is actually a pair of jeans that I'm wearing at the moment. So I'm going to do like a cutaway now so you can see what they look like on. But they are from Matalan, and I was just having a little browse. You know, like when you see an ad pop up on Facebook and you're like, I'll have a bit of that and I'll have a nosy. And they are blue denim, which I don't normally wear because I'm really self-conscious of my big thunder thighs. So I tend to wear like black denim or just not any other colour denim, really, just black. I really like the way they fit. They were £18 if I remember correctly. I sized up because I have a small waist, but then sometimes I find jeans like I have to size up as I wouldn't normally with other trousers and things like that, just because I've got a really massive arse and I have to do that sometimes. So they do gape on the waist a little bit and they are probably a tiny bit big for me, but I absolutely love them and I've been wearing them non-stop recently. So now I'm going to move on to beauty and skincare, and the first thing that I've been loving, and I have to hope it doesn't leak on me, is this, and it's the Soap and Glory Clean On Me shower gel, and it's creamy and clarifying and has built-in body lotion. And I have to say, since using it, bearing in mind I'm now 8 weeks postpartum, I have noticed a massive difference in the quality of my skin. After having Stanley, I found that I went really dry, which is unusual for me, and I really like this. I feel like it's a 2-in-1 and it just makes everything a lot quicker when I'm like in a rush to get ready in the morning and stuff, and it smells really nice, and I've really been enjoying it, as you can probably tell because I'm about halfway through now. Then also for in the shower are these babies, and I picked these up, I think it was in Boots, because they were new, and I love a new product. I'm all about like testing new things. Every time there's a new sticker on something I'm like, you are coming home with me, kid. And this is the L'Oreal Elvive Dream Lengths shampoo and conditioner. It's a restoring shampoo with vegetal keratin, vitamins and castor oil in, and it reinforces fragile lengths, and it basically encourages your hair to get strong enough to grow. And I am not being funny, but I swear this works. I swear it works. Basically, before I had Stanley, I had my hair cut and recoloured, and I was probably in the like 34-week mark, maybe something like that, and I would say my hair was about here and it wasn't massively long, but I feel like it's grown loads recently and it's in really good condition. And this stuff, it really works. I use it on Daisy's hair as well, and Daisy's hair is so soft and it smells gorgeous at the moment, and I can really recommend it. So if you're after a new shampoo and conditioner, definitely check this out. Plus, I love the packaging, so cute. My next beauty and skincare favourite is this, and this is an eyeshadow. It's MAC Woodwinked, and I added this to my collection probably about 6 to 8 weeks ago now, and it is a really versatile colour. Now this is a really lovely colour. It's got a lot of fame in the beauty community because it's one of those shades that you can put on your lid, and if you blend it out into your crease, it kind of goes into a really nice warm brown shade. It is like a goldy champagne brown. It's the only really like way I can describe it, but I have it on my eyes today and I love it. It's a really versatile shade and makes for a really easy like golden eye, which is perfect for this time of year. So moving on to more like random favourites for me, I have to mention this, and I feel like such a plonker for bringing it up because I feel like everybody and their dog loves Sephora. But I've used it before and I used it and I thought, yeah, it smells nice, but I didn't really like try and use it properly, do you know what I mean? But I picked it up in my local like DIY store the other day because I saw it behind the till and I thought, try it again. So I had the shade Hyacinth and I've also got Summer Bouquet, and I really like this stuff. Like, I have been using it in everything from like filling it up in my sink at night with some hot water and putting a cap full of it in, and then it just makes the whole house smell like flowers basically, but in a really fresh and like real way rather than like, you know, like fake scents. I've been using it in my spray mop, so every time I clean our floor it smells really nice, and it's obviously like a disinfectant as well. There are loads of different ways that you can use this and I've just really enjoyed having it around the house, and I don't really know if there's anything else I can say other than that it like smells nice and cleans stuff. But yeah, I really like that. I hate that I like it because it's like one of those things that everybody likes, but it's worth the hype. Another random favourite is this water bottle. I got this from eBay and it is a twist cap one, and you drink it like this, so you just drink it and put it to your lips. I just find that if I use water bottles that have like spouts or straws, everything that I drink tastes a little bit of plastic, and I don't find that I have this problem with this. This obviously makes into a nice little carrier, so you can put it on your buggy or on a hook, or like I just chuck it under the buggy in the basket and take it everywhere with me. But I've really been enjoying using it, and I drink at least 2 of these a day, and I think it's helping with my weight loss on Slimming World as well, so I can definitely recommend that. And then speaking of Slimming World, obviously that's a bit of a favourite of mine at the moment because I've just started it and I'm on the weight loss journey to lose 2 stone. Fingers crossed that happens sooner rather than later. But one of the snacks that I've been loving while I'm on Slimming World are these Mikado sticks, and they are the chocolate noir ones, which are basically dark chocolate and sea salt, and they are bloody beautiful. They are half a tin each, so you'll know if you're on Slimming World what I mean by that, but you could actually have 30 of these a day and that would be fine if you didn't have any other sins. But they are so good, and I've really been enjoying them at night with like a plate of melon and stuff, and they're nice even if you're not on Slimming World. They're sticks of salty chocolate. What more could you want in life? And then finally, 2 more random favourites before I get on to stuff that the kids have been liking. One is an exercise, and I can't even believe that I'm including this in a favourites video because I don't really like moving at all, but I started Zumba a couple of weeks ago and I blinking love it. I've been going with my mum. She's actually been doing it for 7 months, so she's like amazing at it. I am not so amazing at it yet, but I just wanted to talk about it because I have found exercise a really hard thing to get into, but Zumba I can get on board with because it's dancing and the music is brilliant, and I just have a really good time every time I go. I go on a Tuesday night with my mum, like I said, and it's about 45 minutes and I sweat like a crazy lady, and it's just such good fun. I just want to say as well that if it's something that you've always wanted to try, please go and try it because it really is good. Grab a mate, grab your mum and go with them, and don't worry about A, getting it wrong, or B, people looking at you, because we're all focused on the instructor that much, trying to make sure that we do the right steps and we're just having a good time, that no one's looking at each other. It doesn't matter what you look like if you're having fun and you're keeping fit and healthy. So definitely go and give it a go if you've got like a local group in your area, because I am obsessed. And then the other random favourite of mine is actually a television programme. We're a bit behind on the time with this, but I noticed my friend Katie, who you might know from like Mummy Daddy Me, I will leave her link down below as well because she's 8, she's one of my really good friends, but she started watching a programme called Marcella, and my mum and dad have been watching it as well and raving about it, and I think my grandparents had, and we have finished the first series and the second series on, I think you can get it on like Catch Up or something like that on BBC, I'm not sure what channel, but I'll leave a link down below so you can find out more. But oh my goodness, it was gripping and I absolutely loved it. So I love me a bit of a murder thriller type thing, whether a documentary or otherwise, and I just thought it was really good. So finally on to kiddie related items, and the first thing is this, and you might have seen these if you have followed a few of my friends, and no, this isn't an ad. I was actually enabled by them and bought it myself after watching their videos, because it is a Braun thermoscan, and it's basically, you know when you go to hospital and you like get your temperature tested, it's like that, and it is absolutely brilliant. It's so much easier to use when you've got kids rather than sticking something under their armpit or god forbid up their bottom, because I've never done a rectal thermal testing temperature thing and I will never do that. Just, oh my god, the thought, oh no. But this is so much easier to do, and you basically turn it on, and then it has 3 settings for like 0 to 3 months, and then 3 months to 3 years, and then 3 years onwards. So you can pick the setting and then it will adjust its levels based on what is the healthy temperature for that age group. So we can measure my temperature, Bill's temperature, Daisy's temperature, Mark's temperature, Stanley's temperature, and it will give us an accurate reading. So if I put this on like the 3 months plus, I have to take my hearing aid out to do it, but you basically put it in your ear, press the button, and my temperature is 37.5. But I bought this because obviously Stanley was in hospital recently, Daisy's had colds, Bill gets temperatures all the time, and we have been using our rubbish like under the arm thermometer non-stop recently, and it's not always that accurate, and it takes ages because you've got to wait for it to beep and get up to a certain temperature, and we were so done with using it. And I remembered a few friends of mine reviewing this, so I thought I'd buy it and see what it was like, and I got it from John Lewis, and we've not stopped using it, and it's been absolutely invaluable and has put me at ease so many times since he's come out of hospital, so definitely recommend that. And then the first 2 favourites that the kids have been loving are books, and the first one, I swear this was mine growing up and my brother's. It's the Illustrated Dinosaur Encyclopedia, everything you always wanted to know about dinosaurs but were too terrified to ask. And it is a Paragon book, and it is quite old, as you can probably tell, but Bill must read this every single day. He goes through it and he's like learning to read at the moment, and he's trying to read bits himself. It tells you about like the timelines of dinosaurs, and like the ones that have feathers, and then like facts about every single dinosaur ever in the world ever are men, and he just loves it, and we have to read it with him. And if you've got a dinosaur lover, hopefully they still do it. There's probably a newer version, maybe I should get that because I'm sure there's been some discovered since I was a kid, but it is really good, and he's learning so much, so I thought I would definitely give that a shout out. And then with Daisy, slightly less academic, are these books. We actually have another set as well, which is like Peppa Pig bedtime books, but they are the Little Library. We got them for her birthday off Amazon, and they're like little tiny books, but not only can she go through the pages herself and look at the pictures, and you know, they're quite short, and she's memorizing the storylines, which is really cute because she'll like try and read them to herself now, but they are like so easy to take out and about with you. So I was at the doctor's the other day and I took these with me, and they're so small and compact. I threw them under the buggy, you could stick them in the changing bag, and she was quite happy to like read them with me while we were waiting. And the difference between that and normally her running riot or getting really grumpy with me because she has to hang around was massive. Like, she was so happy. And also when you lay the books together, they make a jigsaw, so I would really recommend them. They were really inexpensive, and she's just really loving them at the moment. And then finally are these, they are massive colouring books that I picked up from Aldi. Bill has dinosaurs and Daisy has kittens and puppies. They picked them themselves for obvious reasons, and they are obsessed with them. They must get brought out every single day, especially Daisy. And what I've noticed for a 2-year-old, let me try and find one that she's done. Now, she's left-handed, and she goes and gets the pot of crayons and she lies on the floor on her tummy and she colours in every single day. She's left-handed though, and this is her colouring. Look at how neat the bees are, considering she's just turned 2. She loves this so much and it keeps her occupied for ages, and I just love watching her colour. It makes her so happy. And yeah, it was £1.99 from Aldi, both of them were, and I am so pleased to pick them up because they were really worth the money. So if you do have an Aldi near you, definitely check them out, because colouring pads in our house are just a winner always, and I might get a couple for when we go on holiday, albeit a little bit smaller than this. But yeah, I think that is everything. So thank you so much for watching. If you like more videos like this, then don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and if you have any recommendations for things that you think I might like or the kids might like, then please leave them down below, because they're always really appreciated. But have a lovely day whatever you're up to. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new and you like what you see, and I will see you next time. Bye!